Hi, everyone. Welcome to Our Disabled Future, a series where disabled voices lead the way. I'm your host, Nico, and it is a good day for disability inclusion. Each day during Disability Pride Month and beyond, I'm amplifying real disabled stories, where we are, where we want to go, and how the heck we're going to get there. Together, I hope. Today, I'm thrilled to be joined by Ronni. Let's dive in. Hi, Ronni. Thank you for joining me.
Hi, Nico. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So tell us about yourself and about your disabled life.
Yeah, so I'm Ronni Morgan. I'm a virtual assistant, I'm a writer, content creator, and artist. So I create a lot of like vinyl stickers and apparel that are very queer and disabled friendly, stuff like that. Just kind of sending messages can be a little bit political sometimes. But I'm just a queer disabled human out here trying to do my best, not to fall apart on any given Wednesday. So I live with kind of a combination of things. I have hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which creates a lot of chronic pain, chronic issues, ADHD, major depressive disorder, and some dysautonomic nervous system stuff. So, my disabled life is really one of adaption and creativity and learning to exist in a body that often ignores the memo, you know? But there was a time when I couldn't even really use the word disabled about myself without cringing. I didn't think I qualified. But once I stopped trying to earn my spot at the table and accepted that, like, yes, this is my body and it comes with limitations and all of that, things kind of shifted. And now I run a business that works with my body and my brain and not against them anymore. And that's made a huge difference in the quality of my life.
That sounds like a really fortunate thing. And I'd love to hear more about that. Ronnie, what does a disability friendly future look like for you and yours specifically?
To me, it looks like options. It's all about flexible work schedules and accessible spaces and healthcare that doesn't gaslight you and a world where accommodations aren't treated like favors, they're more the standard. It looks like rest being respected and not judged. And things like mobility aids and stim tools and medication and things like that not being questioned. And media that actually includes disabled people as full complex humans and not just cautionary tales or inspiration porn. Um, yeah, I think it's just a disability friendly future for me is one where, we don't have to over explain ourselves just to exist. Um, how can I support you is a normal question. And inclusion is just intrinsically baked in. It's not just an afterthought.
Representation and inclusion sounds wonderful to me.
Yeah.
Ronnie, you seem like the kind of person who has already thought about this, but how can we get to that inclusive and accessible future? What's our strategy?
I think first we need to believe disabled people, full stop. That alone would change everything. And then beyond that, it's about, fund us, hire us, pay us, give us a platform, make space with us, not just for us. It's challenging these ableist assumptions in our own language and workplaces and friend groups and furniture design. It's even little things like that. It's like I shouldn't, need a shoulder workout just to stand up from the chair I just sat down in. Um, and I think it's normalizing asking someone um what their needs are without making it weird. It's like start there and keep going. I think a lot of times it feels like change isn't going to happen because one person is yelling really loud. It's happening because lots of people are showing up and listening and acting.
I love that. You lay out a great roadmap. Thank you. As we close our time today, I want to reserve this last question for something that you and I, as disabled people, rarely get. And that is a chance to brag about yourself, brag about something you've recently done very cool, or maybe something you're doing that's very cool. If you have like a presence online, social media, or a link tree, and want to grow that, where can people find you? But this is just your time to brag, Ronnie. So let's hear it.
Yeah, sure. So I run a business called Rooted Social Creative. And I help overwhelmed business owners, especially neurodivergent, disabled, and queer ones, untangle their tech and strategy side of their businesses so they can actually move forward. So if that's something that sounds of interest to you, you can find more out about that on my website, which is rootedsocialcreative.com. And then of course, following me on Instagram, it's at Ronni Morgan, RonniMorgan. And then those are really the best places to get in touch with me. I am all over Facebook. And you can find me. My username is Veronica Ronni Morgan, on Facebook. And I keep a blog, as well that kind of chronicles my medically complex journey. And that is at ronnimorgan.com. But other than that, really cool. Like my wife and I are working on launching our own YouTube channel called Homegrown, where we're going to kind of document our beginner homesteading journey. We just bought a house in the last like couple of months, so why not learn how to garden and cry at the same time on the internet? So we're just gonna chronicle the journey. So if you want to find us on YouTube, Homegrown channel, we haven't posted anything yet, but we're going to. So if you want to be there when we first start doing stuff, please give us a follow. But I think that's about it. Yeah, I'm always down to talk about business systems and chronic illness and messy healing and the ridiculousness of existence. So, find me on any of those platforms and let's chat about it.
Fantastic. We can put some of those video links in the description of this video as well. Ronnie, thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you so much again for having me.
Of course. Folks, tune in next time. This is Our Disabled Future, and we're building it one day at a time together. Wherever you go, whatever you do, I'm rooting for you, and I can't wait to see what you do next. Bye.